With this new indicator, we can easily identify trends and possible reversal points, and it's more accurate than the regular stochastic indicator. We're going to talk about how we can use it, why it's better, and what strategies we can use with it. If we look at the regular stochastic indicator, we see it's similar to an RSI. It's a range-bound indicator, which means it oscillates between two numbers, in this case 0 to 100. Like the RSI, we have an overbought and oversold zone that indicate possible reversal points in the market. On the regular stochastic, they are set to 20 and 80 by default. These zones mark our overbought and oversold areas. Indicator values above 80 are considered overbought, while indicator values below 20 are considered oversold. Like most range-bound oscillators, they work off the idea extremes in momentum or price can cause reversals. If the indicator reaches over 80, it could be a sign a reversal to the downside is coming. Likewise, if it reaches under 20, it could be a sign a reversal to the upside is coming. Before we finish talking about strategies you can use, let's switch to the new indicator and see why it's an improvement. This is the Stochastic Momentum Index. At first glance, it looks similar to the stochastic indicator, and for the most part it is, but there are some important differences to understand. You'll immediately notice the overbought and oversold zones are at different values, and we have a color fill when the SMI line reaches above or below those values. By default, they're set to 40 and negative 40. Also note the SMI also oscillates around the 0 line instead of the 50 line like the regular stochastic. Why do we get a green color fill for a buy when the indicator enters the overbought zone, even though this zone should indicate a downwards reversal in price? We see the same for the oversold zone. When it reaches the oversold zone, it turns red, signaling a sell. This seems counterintuitive based on what we know about most oscillators, but the answer is in the name of the indicator. The keyword here is momentum in Stochastic Momentum Index. If the price is moving heavily and continuously in one direction, it must have a lot of momentum in said direction. So instead of thinking of it as only oscillating between overbought and oversold, we also consider the market could be trending strongly in one direction without reversing. It's also important to know how the settings you use impacts how the indicator shows signals. But to understand that, we need to understand a bit more about how the market can move. As always, we need to consider the market behavior when using any indicator. If the market has a lot of momentum, then trading with the direction of the momentum is essential. Think about what would happen if we tried to catch a reversal downwards in price when the SMI reached the overbought zone when the market is heavily trending. It would reach the overbought zone and then the market would still continue to move in that direction. Instead, we can use the momentum to our advantage and enter a trade when the SMI turns green, signaling a large amount of positive momentum. Since market behavior isn't static, the exact opposite can happen if the market is stationary and not moving in one direction. Imagine we try to take a trade when we reach an extreme in upwards momentum. If the market isn't trending, it doesn't have enough power to continue moving in that direction. Instead, it will just reverse downward since it expended too much of its momentum in one direction. The exact same thing can happen with the oversold zone or downwards momentum zone, just in the opposite direction. How you use the indicator is heavily dependent on how the market is behaving. Remember, no strategy or settings will work all the time. In the settings of the SMI, the % K length is how far back the indicator looks at highs and lows to calculate its relative values. Increasing this simply makes the indicator consider more past high and low values. You'll notice the highs and lows on the indicator become less frequent when you increase this, and it also captures longer term trends. If you plan to use the SMI as a momentum indicator, play around with this setting and try increasing it to see if it follows the market better. %D length is the length of the EMAs used in the calculation. Increasing this basically smooths the indicator and makes it less sensitive. In a volatile market, this can help filter out false signals. Now that we're onto the EMA length setting, we can talk about the last part for the strategy of this indicator. The EMA length controls the length of the orange line on the indicator. The blue line is the SMI line, and the orange line is just an EMA of the SMI line, with whatever length we specify. You can think of it as a slightly lagged version of the blue SMI line. We can use it to confirm signals in the indicator. If the blue line crosses down through the orange line, it's a bearish signal. If it crosses up through the orange line, it's a bullish signal. We can combine this with the momentum strategy to see where reversal points might be. If the indicator crosses down below 40, we consider it to have downwards momentum and get the red color fill. If we don't think the market has enough momentum to continue, we would wait until the blue SMI line crosses up through the orange signal line. This would confirm the momentum is dying out and a reversal might be imminent. We could also use this as a signal to get out of a trade when we're trading with momentum. We might see the indicator turn red, signaling downwards momentum, and enter a sell position. When we see the blue line cross up, we would exit the trade because the momentum is slowing down and we don't know if it will continue. To filter out false signals, we can increase the EMA length setting. The default value tends to give a lot of signals. You'll need to adjust it for yourself and see what works for how you trade. Go check out my video on the stochastic RSI if you want to see how to use the stochastic version of the RSI. If you're interested in more advanced indicators to improve your trading and discretion, check out the Quantifica Patreon where you can get access to the entire library of all current and future premium Quantifica indicators. Link is in the description. If you found this video useful, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching.